So this method called scatter seeding, um, drought tolerance, aggressive growing, self-sufficient edible plants, where you have food ready in anywhere from 30 days to 45 days or 60 days to 90 days, depending on the species. And you just have to know your route, your route that you take home. You'll find places like this is supposed to be 50% survival on average. So you can just plant twice, and you can, once you get the seeds, the supermarket is optional. So you don't have to get political and think we got to bring down capitalism or something like they're trying to do now. Or like, because the choice is there for you to already live in the post Death Star era. Like the Death Star blew up and we're party with the Ewoks. Those groups that are well, they're trying to organize the unions to Mayday fucking 2028, where they want to have a mass general strike and destroy the economy to bring down capitalism. That were like they jump from one issue to another issue to another issue, but they're really smart. They like, you know what I mean? Like they actually advanced, like, you know, the like AIDS, you know, cured. Like it's like they got things done, but after that they continue to stay around, but they stay around as they have a different goal in mind. And it's like, you know how there's crazy people that are just like derelict, that are just, and then there's like these smart people that have something crazy about them too. Like they could just as easily be a vindictive and shit, like as somebody that's petty and like just ignorant, but they're not ignorant. They push those people out there because those people are to like tools to be used. If you're ignorant, you are a tool, and they understand that. They could just use them to affect that end, but that doesn't mean that you should do it just because you can. So they'll take another issue and another issue and keep it going, and that pink triangle is a spiritual attack on a black man. Is trying, like, they are family abolitionists. And they think that, you know, surrogacy is the, like, nobody should have, you know, when they say like they want to take away bourgeois wealth, like nobody should have it. Like, even there's aspects of something that if you gave somebody an apple, is inside of the apple that could represent orchards, which would be private property and bourgeois wealth. So they would just actually have to stop you from reading books and growing. So scatter seeding already accomplishes for yourself what you want to do by becoming political. It's like you don't have to be jihad. Just like, it's the same thing. Like when it accomplishes both the same thing as jihad, and would, if it was successful, and, you know, we're trying to like blow up the Death Star and fucking bringing down capitalism. Or you can be today, and it's just like, as it like, you know, jihad is like inner. It's like it's like a spiritual battle for yourself, and it's like, you know, inward. It's not supposed to be outward. Like that's just exploited. Like, you know, like, so this, like, the opened up the door to those people. Like a shadow twin of any successful hegemon is a fucking terror. So we need to activate, you know, getting ready to activate. But those people haven't made the choice, like, to be within successful, like within, like, people don't have to recognize your success to you. Like, you just have to glow. You just have to look good and glow. You don't have to show proof that you have a huge credit line and or anything like that you have $200 sunglasses or anything. You can wear those shoes from Target, I swear. Then there is communism and there's jihad, and then that's all like political. That's going toward influencing other people, like trying to do something which is unfeasible, because at some point you have to take away the food or the knowledge of scatter seeding, which focuses on like amaranth. Like it would be like a questionable legality whether or not you can scatter amaranth and have the better spinach and everything that but courts don't care already about somebody that is just throwing seeds in some abandoned vacant lot. So they will not prosecute you even if it's questionable legality. There's a video you have to watch called Scatter Seeding by a Famine Food Secrets channel. Radishes, turnips, mustard greens, arugula, purslane, millet. There's other ones like Saskatoon, that's like nitrogen fixing, but that goes into if communists actually wanted to fix the problems before they take over, because when they take over, then some power broker runs roughshod over everybody, and you never get what you want. You never get what you set out for. You'll be just like the veterans that came back from World War II that were like, this isn't what we fought for, and this stuff. So there's like a Russian method of like growing potatoes that makes a potato famine resistant. It wouldn't just be a famine resistant crop on its own if we grow it like how we just grow it in the garden, spaced out and everything. There was this thing about getting like what's it called, getting a collard to grow into a tree. It'll decide if you grow it like a certain way and tall enough and long enough that it will go to creating lignin, which will become a tree. Lignin, how do you say lignin? Which makes it have bark, and it'll turn into a tree that actually survives winter and pushes out, like the leaves are supposed to be turned into like blueberry, like it's like tastes like blueberry and better than blueberry. Like every one of these things is like better than spinach, melon, water chestnuts, better than, and the famine resistant what's it? There's like the ones that have no replanting that are disrupt seed markets, and what's the other thing? What the fuck? There's not that many pages here. How can you be lost? It's supposed to be on like a couple of pages. See, yeah, nitrogen fixing. Okay. Nitrogen fixing, seed market destroying, and because nitrogen fixing destroys the fertilizer market. You see what I'm saying? It's always the same thing with all these plants, and there's the hordes and hordes of them that, our grocery store sucks. It's a cardboard famine, if anybody hasn't noticed. You have like 4 aisles of salt and sodium. You have 3 aisles of high fructose corn syrup, and 2 aisles of soy and lecithin, and it's in everything. And like there's just like one outside aisle is like produce, and then the rest is just wine and liquor, which is fine. Wine and liquor, nothing wrong with that. Beer, spirits, but so getting dummies riled up because they didn't want to teach them about like scatter seeding or something, to say that, oh, people need to steal because we need food, and we got to fix the system to where everybody has equal and to their like to what you need, and like and to what you like you just don't want to decide. You just don't want to make a choice. Like, all you have to, it's not even that much work. It's not even that much work, because a lot of these are plants that thrive on neglect, that grow in terrible, quality soil or something. But apparently not amaranth, because you can plant that shit in the fucking abandoned parking lots. Like in the cracks in abandoned parking lots and shit. Like, this shit is it's done. It's finished. You either want to live in the post Death Star world and cohabit with Ewoks, or you just want to be a fucking asshole and starve everybody and not, like, you're fucking, like, I was just like, Chaz Gardens, like, it's like they just showing, like, they don't talk about this shit because they just don't have the time to fix the problem before they could grab the power. And let's just grab